944, what's your emergency?
944?
Yeah, you called me. What's your problem?
This is not an emergency number. What are you talking about? I'm just trying to order takeout.
Well, this is your emergency hotline pizza service. What do you want?
Why is it an emergency? It's just pizza.
Because we get it to you like a 2 ticks on the time thingy majig that you call a clock. What do you want?
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I'll call you in an hour then. Because I'll only be eating in an hour, so...
Yeah, well, where are you stationed? Which part of America are you in?
America?
Yeah. Look, 911 is the emergency hotline for death and injury and such for Americans. Well, we are 944, the emergency pizza delivery service in America. What do you want? Which state are you?
Okay, well, I'm situated in Alaska, and you'll get it in 2 ticks of a second.
Call it 2 ticks of an hour.
2 ticks. Never mind, I called the wrong number. I'm gonna find another pizza place.
What? Look, we got a special on seafood pizzas.
How much are you gonna cost me?
$400.
How much?
$400.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
No, wait. Okay, I'll give you a special. All right.
This is gonna be your loss. What are you trying to convince me for? You con artist.
Okay. You know what? Okay. I don't know where to go without any further. Hello, everyone.
Oh, wow. Hello, everyone.
Welcome
back to our podcast.
Oh, yeah, welcome back to Cyperion Rionara's talk show, where we talk a lot of shit and you all just listen. That's an obligation. Wow. What do you want to tell us what we're going to do today?
We are gonna be talking about our school life.
It's going to be a horror story, people, so get in your bed, put off the light, and have your scary Chucky Teddy next to you.
I think that... Oh my, that's worse.
What, you're telling me you don't have yours next to you?
Ew, I'd never have anything like that.
Okay, do you think it's wrong that I have two xenomorphs right above my head? Just looking at me?
It's right above your head? Do you have a shelf over your bed?
No, they're on a pole. Don't ask me why the pole's there. The pole's there for exercise, like pull-ups. But it's right above my head. And they're perching on it.
Okay. I was thinking of a vertical pole.
You go. Oh, wow. Okay, so school. We're going to talk about school. There's this story that's fresh in my mind right now. I got maybe a few stories. One is very weird. So my first one was when I was in grade 1, and I think I've maybe told you this before. Maybe I told you a little bit about it when I said let's do this as a podcast, as a topic. But I didn't tell you the full story. So it was someone's birthday in our grade 1 class. I was the weird kid that just, that one kid that's like, he's not the quiet kid in class, he's like a little bit of the ADHD that with like extra sugar in his body, and
makes sense.
Is extremely smart, but not book-wise. Like, he looks like a very dumb kid, but in actuality, like, when it comes to, like, pictures and shit, then he's actually smart. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
So, yeah, I have ADHD, like, I wouldn't say severely, but, like, a moderate amount where I'm just, like, I'm fiddling right now. Like, right now, I'm fiddling with Shockwave's hand. Like, he has little digits and stuff. Like, I'm moving his hand. Like, it's not attached to his body. Like, I ripped off his hand. but I'm like moving that around. Well, yeah. Look, it's blasphemous if you have a shockwave with 2 hands.
Uh-huh.
So he has his
Okay.
blaster on his one hand, which is comic accurate, G1 accurate, and in every way accurate. To have a shockwave with 2 hands, that is wrong.
Okay, cool.
So I'm playing with his dead hand over here. But anyways, oh wow. So, it was one of our like classmates' birthdays, right? And
Yeah.
I remember I had like a friend that was kind of like a bully and a friend at the same time. So his name is Ian, and there's another little story about him that I have with him, right? Where he caused an injury on me
You? Oh.
intentionally,
Oh.
very badly.
What?
But I'll get to that in a moment.
Oh my
So
gosh.
we were playing. We weren't really paying attention when in class, and there was a big cake. It was an ice cream cake, and it was just like on the teacher's desk. And for some reason, I don't know what I did, but Ian pushed me back, and I accidentally like. I am a person with like I have good depth perception, and I am very well. I'm very self-aware of my surroundings and everything. Like I'm not a clumsy person. Like, well,
Yeah.
this was clumsy, but I mean, I didn't really take note of the cake, but I knew there was a desk to support me not from falling. But then I pushed my hand into that cake. Like, there's a small little hand in that cake. I just dented it. With
Small little
everyone
hand.
walking around us, and the teacher also, like, sorting out the children, no one saw it. I put my hand behind my back, my hand's full of cake. I didn't dare eating any of that for some reason. Like, I don't know, I thought it was filthy.
Oh my.
And
But you felt guilty.
yeah, well, probably. I don't know. I couldn't give 2 shits if I was guilty. I would still eat, but for some reason I didn't eat the cake. I'm not a cake person. And what
Yeah.
happened was, I asked the teacher, "Can I go to the bathroom just to quickly go wash my hand off?" You know, no evidence. So I go to the bathroom, and there was this kid, and I can't remember his name. We're just gonna call him Marcus. Let's just call him Marcus. So his little backstory is he's just weird, for some reason.
So not your kind of weird.
Yeah, well, you'll know what kind of weird this is, but I don't know what he looks like. For like a young kid that he was. He looked good. Like, the girls liked him and everything. If they saw what I saw, I don't think they would like him anymore.
Oh my lord. Okay, great one.
Me and that guy, Marcus, we had a little bit of a thing against each other because we both were, like, friends with this girl. And I was just like, bro, I don't like... He's, like, stealing the spotlight from me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, I just didn't like him that much. I just saw him as obnoxious and weird. What happened was, I went into the bathroom to go wash my hand with a cake. And I walk in, and I see... he didn't close the door of the bathroom stall he was in. I kid you not, he was sitting on the toilet like Spider-Man perching on a building side. You could see everything and hear everything, and I made like nothing happen. I walked past it, washed my head, looked the other way, walked out. I just looked away and I kept on walking. Like, I don't want to look at that. That was probably the most scene I've ever.
So you weren't shocked enough to be a deer caught in headlights.
No. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to walk. No, that's freaking weird to look at. Like, okay.
Imagine him out here there now. He's probably like traumatized. He probably lies in bed at night sometimes. He's like, I wish I closed that door.
Someone out there knows my secret. I'm secretly spider pooper.
Shame.
Well, I mean, that's just... I don't think even he would remember this shit.
I think he would.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure he won't remember my name. I was not a very memorable person. I was only in that school for like maybe 4 years. And he
Oh,
would also
yeah.
not recognize me at all.
Yeah.
I mean, even you know what I look like now. For all of you out there listening, I don't show my face to the public. Not yet. I want to wait for like, let's say, I want to say 1,000 subscribers. I would say 10,000 subscribers or something like that. Ria would probably maybe show her face at 10 million subscribers. I think that's fair, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 10 million. Oh my gosh, dude. But anyways, so
But you still look like, I mean, like, if you look at the childhood pictures, you can see it's you.
yeah, but I'm bald and I have like a Dr. Robotnik mustache now and a little goatee on my chin.
Okay, well, now they know what you look like.
Yeah, if you see Dr. Robotnik in public, it's not Jim Carrey, it's me. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I just have the mustache, and if I don't trim it, then it just curls automatically, so I just leave it like that. It's not that I have a specific style that I want it like that. It's just, it. You know what? It looks fine, it's neat, and it's a little bit stylish, and I like being classy. Anyways, so tell me a story about you.
I also have a story that takes place in grade 1. It's a very short story and it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can tell it in a way that it would be really as funny as it was. But so this is like, I think it was the end of grade 1 and we are all like done with work and such. And I was building a puzzle with my best friend at the time. So she and I are building a puzzle and we set up the puzzle box in front of us, standing vertically. Well, if it's standing, it's vertical, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that we can see the picture.
Mm.
So, we're almost done with the puzzle. In the meantime, other classmates are in the desk in front of us. I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're playing a game.
Yeah.
So there's 2 kids seated at that desk and one standing in between them, behind them. We're building this puzzle and we're almost finished. Next thing we know, the box is falling over and
my.
this boy, he's jumping up and down and he's wearing tight shorts and all my friend and I see is his butt in our face. And then we just look at each other and we just laugh. Because we were so shook.
Wait, is it bare butt? Like his pants came off, or what? Was it just like?
No, he was wearing tight shorts so we could see his butt.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, okay,
Yeah.
it's not as horrible as my scene that I had. Like but okay, so you just like never spoke of it again, or what happened about it?
Yeah, nothing happened. We just, it's just a funny moment that stuck with me.
Oh.
This kid, he wore tight shorts a lot. Like, I don't know what his parents thought. They literally could have just bought him shorts that fit him. But they weren't like terribly tight, but they were tight enough that you could see his cake. So,
He's scared.
so I mean, like, it's just a memory that I think about sometimes. It's funny.
You can see his cake. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, okay, so if I were to tell now about that other story with Ian. So what happened with him was, I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know what was going on in his mind. But I went, just like, I was on my way to the hall, the assembly hall for some reason. Can't remember really. And him and his other friends were like at a little corner that people used to like just hang out at. And
Is this still grade 1?
yeah, it's still grade 1.
Okay.
Yes, it was. So what happened was I was walking and he saw me and he just decided, oh, let me make a joke and trip him. Now,
Ah.
I tripped and I didn't catch my fall. I didn't block it with my hand or arm or anything. Or I did block it with my hand, but I still fell in the wrong way. And this wasn't like, it was like, you know, those like the concrete pavement that has like a lot of sharp little rocks, like, you know, when it's not flat concrete like smooth. It's like it's rough, you know. So I fell face first, grinding my face, and the top of my eyebrow and cheek were like completely scarred.
Jeez.
Yeah, like the skin actually came off. Like I fell hard on that, and then like my elbow, and yeah, but it's mostly my face that had problems. And immediately a teacher was nearby, and she saw that, and she saw that he tripped me, and wow, did he got a lecture. Yo.
Nice.
I was there. I was like, baby noises. Anyways, so my mom came to pick me up, and the first thing she does is take me to Toy Zone, which is our local toy store. And it was just like, okay, get yourself a toy. So I'm like, yay! So I'm sitting there with a messed up face. And no permanent scars or anything. It was just like, it's just the gravel that just like took away the basics, first layer of skin off my face. So it wasn't that horrible.
Yeah. Shame. Did he...
Yeah.
Is this before the first incident or after?
I think it was after. No, I had some weird friends. Like, they were great friends. Like, there was this other girl that I knew. I kind of found her, like... obviously, as a kid, I thought, like, I didn't think that much of girls, but I knew the concept of, like, girlfriend, boyfriend, but nothing, like, hormonal or whatever. Like, it was still young. And it was this other girl, I can't remember her name, but I feel like if I were to meet her today, and if she was, like, still the same type of girl back then, I would definitely want to, like, meet up and catch up and become friends again. Like, she was a cool kid.
Nice.
Yeah, she always took my Legos and just like she was like a tomboy. Like she liked, she never liked Barbie or anything. She would always like have Hot Wheels or like action figures, like, you know, the Army Men or Legos and stuff like that. Like she Transformer toys. Like she was into that. And
I thought when you said that she took your Legos, I was going to say you fell in love with the thief. But
oh no, we traded. She took my Legos, but then she always like comes back and says like, here, I took this from you, so I'm giving you this and everything. So we had this like trading thing. Yeah, and then this old toy line that we also like back then it was like popular was Gourmety. I don't know if you know what that is, but I used to collect them, and yeah, it's no longer a thing anymore. It's like very old. Damn, I'm old.
Oh my god.
But anyways, tell me something about you. I have something about a grade 3 story up next about a teacher.
Oh, about a teacher. Well, I was gonna bring up that grade 3 story about a teacher of mine.
Well, okay, you start off then.
Okay. So, in grade 3, this teacher came in. He was just a substitute teacher, like not a main teacher. He didn't teach subjects.
Yeah.
But he subbed in whenever the teachers couldn't make it in whatever grade it could be.
Yeah.
So, in grade 3, I don't know where my teacher was, but she was gone for a while. She was very nice. I liked her. Yeah. She's the one that gave me that cookie recipe I told you about.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, she handed it out to the class. So, so this guy is let's call him Bob.
Bob.
And Bob had like long hair and a beard, and he gave me like pervert vibes. But
no! Oh.
Yeah.
Oy.
So all of the girls felt that kind of vibes.
Oh no!
And it was like yeah, we were all kind of weirded out by him. But he didn't do anything particularly. I think he just
Ha-
was a little weird.
he just had that look. That's all. He didn't. He
No, it
didn't do
wasn't just the
anything.
look, it was the way he carried himself. He didn't do anything specifically. This guy gave off weird vibes. I
Mm-hmm.
think the boys liked him a lot, but the girls weren't fond of him. And like I said, there's one girl that would sit on his lap. Now that was like the weirdest
Oh,
part. Yeah,
and she
I
did
don't
that
know if
willingly.
yeah, I don't know if she like went to him and wanted to, or if he asked her if she wanted to.
Okay,
But
if he asked her, that would be super sus.
yes, it would be super sus, but I can't remember.
Uh,
So yeah, I have no idea. But she didn't look like she was uncomfortable. I just found it weird and inappropriate that she'd do that.
damn.
But yeah, um, and other than that part, should I? You know the other part I told you about PT? I mean, is that a
Well,
separate story or should I connect it to this?
does it have to do with Bob?
Yes, it has to do with Bob.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just you can I'm gonna tell you you can tell about Bob in a moment. I'm just gonna put my story of my teacher thing, um,
Okay,
and then you can carry on with Bob. So,
I have a feeling I know this one.
well, okay, okay, just as to tease the people. What do you think I'm gonna talk about?
Should I give like the main thingy of
No,
it?
not the main thing. I'll know what you're gonna mention.
You offered your teacher's services.
That sounds very sus. Oh, offering my teacher services in grade 3. Okay, I've started very young.
Started very young. What are you doing, bro?
Okay. So yes, you're right. That's that story. So I had this is probably my first teacher crush too.
Oh my.
So, she was this curvy, beautiful
Mm-hmm.
teacher, and I don't know why, but like in damn, she was beautiful. And I didn't. This is before you had like hormonal stuff going on. This is before puberty, basically. I mean, it's grade 3. But it's just like in wow, she just looked beautiful and her personality was amazing. She was one of my favorite teachers in that whole school. She was my favorite teacher. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what happened was like she had this thing where if you did your work well and you finished early, she would allow the students to like give them time off, and then they had the option to massage her back and whatsoever and services. And so what so what happened to me is like I remember it's like she was just very kind to me. Like one day my mom is a police officer, and back then she was working for like criminal intelligence or something like CI, and she used to like she's away from home a lot. Like she would be like I'm in Pretoria, she's in Cape Town, like very far away. And with
Mm.
that, I just broke Shockwave's finger because I fiddled too much. So
Oh
that's
no.
oh poor boy. No,
Can it be?
no, it can't be fixed. This is fucking small. I don't have glue for that.
Oh my gosh. What have
Okay.
you done?
Well, he doesn't need that hand.
Okay. Fair.
So for some reason, I didn't have lunch. I didn't pack myself lunch or something, or I don't know what. Can't remember why. But my teacher gave me celery, just like one stick of celery.
But that is random. I don't remember this part.
Yeah, this is like in our break time, and I didn't have anything to eat. And she says like, "Do you have anything to eat?" It's like, "No, not really, but I'm not really hungry." And she says, "No, you need to eat and whatever." So she got her own lunchbox, and she says, "Well, I don't know if you've ever eaten this before." It's like I don't know what that is. I've never seen it before, and it was celery. You know, the sticks of celery. And I chomped away at it. I didn't. The taste was weird, but I ate it. It was nice, and it was like a little gift that she gave me, so I didn't want to disappoint her. So I liked it. After that, I was just like, she got like extra points for me, like likability, and it's like, oh, she gave me food. I'm like a dog. If I'm once fed, I'm like in love with my owner, the one who fed me. So so after that, I finished my work. That was the first time I was like finishing my work and I'm done. And she says like, you have the privilege to come and massage my back while I'm busy doing like homework, marking, or whatever. So I went.
How is that a privilege though?
I didn't. Well, hey, look, for me as a guy, that was a fucking privilege, and I wish that there were privileges like that when I was in matric. Woo!
I wish she knew you thought it was a privilege.
She probably thought so. I mean,
oh my gosh, this poor teacher, she was being harassed by students. What the heck? Willingly. Without knowing your perverse thoughts.
No, well, it can't be perverse because we didn't think in that way.
Yeah, but you said as a guy.
Well, look, as a guy, you're giving a woman a massage. Now...
Okay. Oh, no.
Okay, so what happened was... She wore a bra or something where I was massaging on her back, and the bra's, like, strap or something was, like, very up, like, just a little bit below the shoulders on where her spine would be. And I massaged. I didn't really feel the bra strap or anything, and I accidentally unhooked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After that, she just holds us. She just like my hands were on her shoulders at that moment, and she just put her hands back on her shoulders onto my hands. And she says, just wait a moment. I just need to go to the bathroom. You accidentally unhooked my bra, and I thought, like, okay.
Why would she say that? I don't know. This teacher's so.
I don't know. She was honest. Look,
okay.
she wasn't wearing anything revealing that anyone would notice the bra came loose. She was like wearing like some kind of like a nice jersey. It wasn't winter, but for some reason, somehow I managed to unhook it under the shirt and jersey that she was wearing.
Damn.
Yeah. So what happened was well, it's not much that happened after that, but she just like went to the bathroom and came back. So I was like, okay, from now on, just massage my shoulders, and I just carried on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my story of giving my services to teachers.
Oh my. That should be the title of this thing.
Oh no.
Question mark.
Question mark. Oh my god. It's either spider pooper or services to teachers.
Honestly, you should just put both, like spider pooper / teacher services.
Yeah, whoa, that would sound horrible. Oh my gosh. Anyways, now tell me about your Bob story. And then I think we should start talking about, because I don't remember anything specifically, or maybe I have maybe one or two more stories that I have from other schools. Then we get into the last section of our podcast where we talk about things that we experienced together.
Okay, cool. Okay, Bob. Okay, so you also know this.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, he was a substitute teacher, but he dabbled as our PT teacher. So that's physical training.
Oh, that's so extra sus, bro. Like, he looks perverse. He gives bad vibes. Girls sit on his lap voluntarily for some fucking reason. And
only one.
Well, that's still sus. That girl's not fine.
Still sus.
Yeah. And then he's also the PE teacher. Like, that's just, like, why are they always the PE teachers? Like, why?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, carry on.
Yeah, so he gave PT, and, the boys were fond of him or whatever, and the girls didn't like him. So the boys all listened, and the girls all rebelled when he said to like run around the field.
Yes.
So we're running around the field, the boys are like going around and around, and we are jogging. Some of us even start walking, and we're
Yes.
just like rebelling because this guy, we just don't like him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just minding our business. I don't know if like we were given physical punishment, like to like run around the field. I think we were because I feel like I remember being tired and it's like, okay, run around again. And I'm like,
Oh my
okay, bro,
gosh.
whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then we got in trouble. So obviously this guy's now offended that we don't like him. Okay, he was offended we didn't listen to him. So, I mean,
Oh.
I feel bad, like if he was actually a cool guy and we did this. But at the time he was sus. So Bob gets us in trouble with the principal or vice principal and or with our teacher, I can't remember. And they end up telling us to write down, I will participate in PT. So we had to write that 100 times and hand it in.
I.
And that was that punishment.
Oh, sorry about that. So wait, I want to ask you. This is something I haven't asked you when you did tell me the first time. When you got in trouble there, what did your parents say about it?
I remember writing it and they being like, this is so stupid.
And did your parents ever say, or did you ever tell your parents about this guy being a little bit like perverse or not sitting right with all the girls in class?
I can't remember. I mean, I probably said, this dude kind of weirdo, but I don't remember having any particular conversation.
Oh, okay. Listen, everybody, we're just going to quickly take a break, but we will be right back. Hello, everybody. We're back. So, we just quickly discussed. We are going to just talk about a few more stories that we experienced alone by other schools, separate before we got into the same school. That will be a separate video, a part 2 of talking about school. So stay
Yeah.
tuned for that. It would be probably
Yes.
it would be released the next week. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay. So you already talked about your Bob story. So I have a story. This is something about a different school. So I went to a different school after this. When I was in grade 4, I was only half a year in that school. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I'm gonna compile it basically. It's not gonna be a full story. So for instance, I had this one time where, oh my gosh. Okay, this might be a bit longer one. Not too long, but it's a bit more complicated. So I had
Okay.
this. Okay. Damn, the stories just keep on piling up. I have a very, very like big memory. Um,
Mm-hmm.
So, I had a friend. This is just going to be a side note of something that I know that happened. It's just a weird guy that I knew, but I liked him. He was a nice guy. I can't remember his name. I think it started with T. I'm just going to call him Terrence. So,
Okay.
yeah, unfortunately, his sad backstory is his mom passed away in a car accident. And it was
Oh,
very recent. Like, I think it was in the December of the year prior, and I
damn.
became friends with him around about that time when we both hated our math teacher because. So for everyone out there that's not from South Africa or doesn't know much about rugby, rugby is a very big thing for the Afrikaners and many South Africans. It's a very big thing for South Africans, and I'm not fond of it. Um, so this kid, Terrence, for some reason he had the acting abilities where he would just fall flat on his face without feeling pain. Like that's an acting thing he used to do. It was
What
very
grade were
weird.
you?
Like he would you know when you fall down like you do a trust fall and you expect someone to
No, no.
yeah,
What grade were you?
grade 4.
Okay. Same. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. There was this one time that me and the science teacher tried to catch him um, because he wanted to jump off the second story or third story building of the school building. Now,
Oh.
yeah, that was very sad. Luckily, we did catch him in time. I was there with the science teacher. She grabbed him, and I was there to help him calm down and everything. So that was an experience. He did better over time, but it mostly was because of the loss of his mother. So,
Okay.
yeah. But anyways, we met each other because of this math teacher. Now, he wouldn't... And I'm going to say that I do not give a shit about this guy. I'm going to say his name. His name was Mr. Shit. What was his name? Abia. Abi. That was his name, Abi. But everyone in Afrikaans called him Meneer Abia, which is Mr. Abi in English. But his name was Abi. Just General Abi. I don't know how you spell it, but he was an asshole. Like, just a pure asshole. He was very into rugby. He was our PT teacher. He wanted to see which of us could play rugby and everything. He wanted me to play rugby, and I told him no, I don't want to play that stupid game. And apparently he was offended. And
I think I would have been offended also if you called my favorite sport stupid.
no, I didn't say the sport is stupid. I just said I don't find it entertaining. It's not something for me. In my eyes, it's just something stupid. I don't like it. I am allowed to have my own, like, view on it. I'm not saying it is stupid, like, as a fact. I'm saying it's stupid to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you told him that.
Yeah, I told him that's stupid to me. I don't want to play rugby. And besides, my parents wouldn't allow me because obviously there's a lot of interest. And I also am not dumb enough to injure myself just for some sport reputation.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of respect for the people out there. They're very skilled and talented. But I know that I don't like that kind of rush in my body. Not that type. I don't do sports for that reason. If I do sports, I would maybe play tennis. That's something. I like tennis and golf. Like, that's something I would play. And what was the other one? I played cricket in the past, but it's okay. I like hitting the ball with a bat and running. Like, that's fine. But I didn't like tackling or... Like, the one time I played soccer... There was this one. I was the goalkeeper, and I kicked the ball the same time someone else wanted to kick the ball to like block it, and we both hit each other's feet, you know, instead of hitting the ball. And that's when I decided, like, no, soccer is a no, because my foot, I gotta walk well for the rest of the day. So yeah. But I did play rugby when I was younger, like in grade R, grade 1, and grade 2, but it wasn't a big thing for me. I didn't like it. I got out of it. What I did do passionately was swimming. I was good at swimming. I attended a lot of galas and stuff like that, but at some point I just also got away from that, and I just didn't like doing sports that much. But yeah, I have my favorite sports. I don't like watching sport because I'd much rather do it instead of watch it. But yeah. But hey, watching Markiplier playing mini golf with Bob and Wade is fun as hell. That's the only sport I would watch. Anyways, so to carry on, this asshole teacher was the type like, okay, you don't like rugby, you're not on my team, I'm not gonna teach you like all the other kids. I'm gonna, make you unprivileged. Like, you're not gonna get my teaching stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, like, he was like that. He was an asshole.
Yeah, that's messed up.
And to the girls as well, he was an asshole. Like, if you didn't play rugby, you were an asshole towards him, and he was an asshole in their eyes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now, that was just a side story. Now, this is the main one that I can remember. So, I had this little friend with me. Like, he was a very short kid, and he had a sister. I don't know what, but he traded, or he gave me... I can't remember if it's his sister or his mother's wedding ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he stole.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I don't know where that ring is today. I know the ring is without its diamond, but I also think like that thing wasn't real. I don't think it was real. But yeah, but anyway, no, it felt real, but the fact that the stone fell out, like, come on. So there's I know the diamond was lost here somewhere, so there's probably a diamond around here somewhere in my place.
Oh,
It's probably in a vacuum full of dust or something.
oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Anyways, it's the same way I lost Soundwave's head. The first Soundwave figure I had. It's also just somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think the Soundwave head is more precious to me than the diamond. Because, like, bro,
Yeah.
I still have the body, and that's like from 2012.
Wow.
Anyways, so this kid, he said, like, his mom is furious, and he wants to get that wedding ring back. And I said, like, look, dude, I lost it. And he said, how did you lose it within a week? I said, like, I don't know, I have ADHD, I lose a lot of shit.
Oh my gosh.
So this kid chases me, and he has his friends with him. And I had this little cute dog, like it's like a cute teddy dog thing that just like looks like it's sleeping. It's just cute. And for some stupid reason, they catch me. They take my bag. They drop it from the 3rd story and let it fall. Luckily, I didn't really give a shit about my stuff, but whatever. But anyways, besides that, I run, and he says, "Well, give me the dog as compensation." I was like, "How would that resolve your problem? Like, you're gonna go to your mom's like, Mom, I couldn't get the wedding ring, but here's a dog, like a dog toy." That's looking, dude. What's your like? I'm not gonna give this to you. Like, what's this gonna help you? And anyways, he chases me, and I jump up on a concrete thing, but I slipped and I hit my knee, and then I fell, and I just like threw it at him and said, like, just go, leave me alone.
You're ashamed.
And then he left me. I just never talked to him again. But something about that reminds me about I had like this, you know, those reading glasses cases, like a something like that. I had my special Legos, like my favorite Legos in it. And my mom hated it when I took toys to school. And all my favorite Lego characters were in there. And I put it there, and I thought, like, okay, hit this like treasure. I hide it at the end of the rugby field, put it in a corner, put a few leaves on it, and I thought, like, okay, over the weekend it should be fine, no one's going to take it. When I get back, it's gone.
Oh no.
So that was just a sad thing. But anyways, tell me something about you.
A story. I couldn't really think of anything.
Okay.
I don't know, dude.
Okay, well, I'll talk on, and you can think of something in the meantime. Like, use your other half of the brain while you're listening. And, you know, it's just like,
Okay.
yeah. So this is just the last. This is the last story of a different school. Then I get into the main school that you and I met, but I was in the school before you. But anyways, so this is the last story of the other school. So I was half a year in that school where I met that kid with the ring and everything. Then I went to another school that was English. Like the previous schools I was in was Afrikaans, and then I went to a school that was English. So I went to grade 3 again because I didn't speak English, and I had to redo the year for some reason. Because I could speak English, that's all, but the diagnostic test just proved that I needed to do grade 3. So I did that, and I had a nice teacher, and it was all good. There was this one teacher that was an absolute bitch, like completely. I even got a psychiatrist to come to my school to tune her out somehow, and I think I got her fired because she didn't show up afterwards. Yeah, I was a dangerous kid. Teachers' jobs were on the line. It's either I give them my services or I get them fired.
Oh my god.
Wow. Anyways, so what happened was I was in deep trouble and I had detention. Now, the way they did detention there was that you had to basically give your services again. But it's not massaging or unhooking bras or anything. No, you had to clean. So I had to clean like the hallways and stuff in the school, and I had to clean the bathroom. So that's basically it. I was that, and I was sometimes the teacher myself because the kids in the grade 5 class needed a substitute Afrikaans teacher because the other one I had was very busy. And because I spoke Afrikaans and was at my level, wait, no, sorry. I didn't teach the grade 5s Afrikaans. I taught my own class Afrikaans because I did grade 5 Afrikaans while I was in grade 3.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, so many times when my teacher wasn't there, I was teaching them Afrikaans when she couldn't, like, attend because she had to be somewhere else. So that was something interesting. And also, another teacher crush, the computer science teacher. Yeah. She was beautiful. Yeah, that's
You're
all.
gonna say she was hot.
Yeah. Okay, she was hot. Like, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What grade were you in?
There's still grade 3.
Oh my god, you were wild in grade 3, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the student experiences.
Oh, wow. You know, there's one little side story about you, something related to you. I thought, when I first saw you in my school, in the school we met, I thought I met you in that school because there was someone that looked very similar to you. Just very quiet, kept to herself and everything. But the name started with a C. But I can't remember her name. But yeah, I just thought like, okay, maybe I'd met you in that school, but you were very quiet. But it wasn't you, unfortunately. Would have been cool.
I think you told me that before, and we connected it to this other girl. Did you know her in the school we were in?
No. I know I know who you're talking about, but it's not her.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I see.
No, that girl's name started with an S. This one started with a C.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Yeah. No, I know the name, what you're talking about, but I know that other girl just started with a C, something like that, but I know the person you're talking about. Anyways, so I go to. I'm just gonna call the. Well, okay, I'm not gonna guess the school's name is. We're just gonna call it the Q school. Q. Yeah, Q.
Okay, Q.
Or should we rather just call it Professor X's School for Special Children?
Yes.
There we go.
Do that.
Yeah,
Let's
because
go to Professor X's.
yeah, the principal is definitely not Professor X. I mean, if you want to take our vice principal, then yeah.
Oh yeah, because
he's
old.
Yeah, because he's like a mixture of Shrek and Professor X.
Professor X.
I hope he doesn't listen to this. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So he's a nice guy. I love him. He was probably the teacher I loved the most out of, and not in that way, but he was like a secondary father figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good.
And the thing is, he does kind of remind me of Shrek, but then again, my dad also reminds me of Shrek, so I don't know why. Maybe that's the connection. But he was a fun guy. I liked him a lot. And I'm still in contact with him, strangely. Sometimes now and then I still talk to him, and just overall, like, just talk to him. He's the guy that taught me how to make a tie and all that. So, yeah, nice guy.
Nice.
So the principal there... I don't know if anyone from the school is gonna listen to this. I don't know. She was just very mean. Let me just say that. I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm sorry if you listen to this, my past former principal. I didn't like you. Your attitude was just very unacceptable. It was just no.
Oh, she was nice.
Yeah, if you were on her good side, but she was really like...
Yeah,
she was like a Karen. She was like a Karen, basically, if you're, like, not... And she wouldn't hear why. Like, she was just like, yeah, just stop it. Stop your nonsense and blah, blah, blah. She wouldn't hear what's going on or whatever. She just wants you to obey. With you, oh my gosh, you were raised differently, and your personality is different. You're more coordinated, more... you know, you have a better routine and you're, like, more disciplined. I am a loose cannon. I have ADHD. I struggle with mathematics, and I can do mathematics. Like, give me enough time, I'll be able to do it. I wasn't top of the class, but I could, like, you've seen the math stuff that I have done on the, like, even my math teacher, like, he said it would be, you need a degree to mark my shit. Because I write something on the board, it's the whole equation all over the board, but it's number 1 is over there, number 2 is over there. It's nothing in sequence, but my mind makes it a sequence. Like, that's what made me a little bit stupid, because I confuse myself. But I'm able to do it. Yeah. I mean, if try to describe to the people how my math equations looked on the board.
Okay, well, I can't remember how your number writing was. But like you said, it was all scattered. And I made sure to pay special attention when you were up there so that I could help you point out where you, like, get lost. And obviously so that I know what's going on as well.
Yeah,
So,
And
yeah.
Was it KG, our other friend, that said, like, and how does our teacher mark this? And
Yes, I feel like it's KG.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna call him Teacher F, like, or
Yeah, you can call him that.
yeah, Mr. F. Let's just call him Mr. F.
Mr.
And
F.
yeah, he just, like, it says, like, what did he say when he said when it comes to marking my stuff?
Honestly, I don't remember.
I think he said it's like a mission on its own or something. Like, it's a difficulty.
He probably spent half time marking the rest of the classes tests and half his time marking yours.
It's like, okay, where did this bastard go?
He probably leaves yours last to do.
It's like, okay.
Oh, he does it first.
Oh, it's like, let's get the worst out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then he'll leave yours last because he wants the dessert, you know, the neat writing, the proper sequence, the smart answers.
No, bro. I'm just saying because it's related. He marked mine and then used it as reference. Like a mark scheme.
Yeah, he did. You were that good at math. And I would still say you're top student. Like, in my heart, you were top student always.
Thank you.
Yeah. Although I did feel competitive with you, and that's when we were still, like, very low friends. We had a lot of rough patches with each other. Like, sometimes we were, like, not always on the right foot with each other. And then sometimes I felt very competitive. And then the one day I actually wrote a math test and I got, like, what? I think I got 2%.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't it 6%?
Or, no, one of them was 6%. Like, I remember 2 tests. Like, there was 6% and 2%. That was my lowest. But I was at a very, very difficult spot in my life at that moment. Like, I was going through a lot of things, and yeah. But then you showed up. Like, I was crying in a corner, and yes, I'm a very emotional person, and I went to go sit there in a corner, and I actually I cried. Not like, you know, like a baby, but it's like a manly cry, like.
Like a manly cry. It's okay to cry, man. As long as you cry manly, in a manly way.
Yeah, it's like
I'm joking. Cry as much as you need. There's no judging.
Yeah, but you came to me and you asked me, like, are you okay and whatever, and we weren't at a good spot. Like, we weren't really on talking terms back then. I messed up with a few things. And it was nice to know that deep down our friendship was still rooted well, that you still cared to know, like, okay, are you okay? And you still, like, did that. And that's what I realized. Like, you're one of those good friends, even though you were my competition. But after that, yeah, I think, okay, you know what? We're going to end this episode here, and we're going to continue with a part 2 directly after this, but you're going to have to wait till next week, everybody. So click that notification bell, and remember to like and subscribe, and please comment what was your favorite story among all of that we have mentioned. And then we'll see you all next week. Love you all. Stay safe.
See you next podcast.